Hi, Tamara. Thank you for the great question / topic. So it says, releasing shame and guilt, um, and releasing the feeling of being self-conscious about yourself, and loving yourself to where you no longer care what other people think about you. Great topic. Kind of answers itself too, doesn't it? But yeah, let's get into it. It's great. A lot of people we all go through this. Absolutely release shame and guilt. How do you do that? Well, it really starts, I say this a lot, you can do things to improve your life, but where you really see the biggest changes and where a lot of these other things that we struggle with would just unfold naturally themselves is self-love. Just concentrating on not avoiding yourself, marinating yourself in stillness, accepting yourself, forgiving yourself, feeling through whatever you go feel through, and letting go of the past. But all of that comes from a choice, which is to self-love and to be happy. And when that choice is kind of made, then we'll kind of flip-flop and we'll struggle and other things will happen, and that's fine, that's part of it. When you finally really make the choice, everything else will unfold. So just keep concentrating on that. That's always the most important thing. Self-love, and do that by being good to yourself, not monitoring your thoughts and not belittling yourself and not beating yourself over things. Getting into stillness, whatever quiets your mind. Do that, whether it's meditation, walk, doing the dishes, art, whatever it is, and doing things that you enjoy. And just the more you keep doing those things, those are all acts of self-love. Going into stillness, marinating, not running from yourself, but being with yourself, doing things for yourself. Those are all wonderful acts, and they just pick up from there and become the norm. So just keep loving yourself, and that's the first and foremost. And when you do find yourself, though, thinking about this, again, return to stillness, but don't stew in the mind. But once you've come back from stillness and you want to look at it, then yeah, you're going to want to just forgive yourself. I mean, why would you forgive yourself? I mean, what could you have done that some other human hasn't done that's so unforgivable? And they're just illusions. Shame and guilt, they're total illusions. They don't exist. They're chains that we create ourselves. The system, we may think the system created it or our environment created it, but it didn't, because those things the system or people can only hurt us or make us think something if we give them the attention and we give them the power to do so. So we see this when someone tells us something and we go, I don't believe that for a minute, and it has no effect on us. Well, it could have had a much deeper effect on somebody else, but it didn't on you, because you had made a choice for whatever reason that it just didn't, in your being, you made a choice that you just weren't going to give attention to it. So it's all perception, and it's all what we give attention to. So giving too much attention to shame and guilt, which are illusions to begin with, that yes, seeds may have been planted from conditioning and circumstances, but we reinforce them, and really we create these shackles ourselves, and we add to them, and we weigh ourselves down. And it turns out the shackles aren't holding on to us, we're holding on to the shackles, and you can let go at any time. So start with self-love and a choice to be happy, and then from there just keep doing that, and then work outward, and it'll just unfold, and then you'll find yourself contemplating from a better place these things. And then when shame and guilt come up, you'll be more willing and more centered to just feel your way through it, but not swim in the mind about it, but just feel it, all your way through it, with the purpose of, now I'm going to let it go. I'm going to feel it today, and then just let it go after that. Not think about it, but just feel it, and then let it go. So first a choice, and then from there it's just about practice of just forgiving yourself and letting things go. And enjoying your life. The more you love life, and the more you'll be grateful for it, the less you'll see these, the more you live that kind of life, and the more you self-love, it gets pretty difficult for people or things to make you feel guilty or shame. and eventually impossible. But while you're still holding on to some of it, just choose to let go and do things that serve you, that fill you up, so that you'll be more in that place to never want to hold on to those things, or at least not too long. So self-love, and just make the choice, be happy and let go of this stuff. It's illusion. It doesn't exist. Humans have done everything you can ever imagine. It's just an expression here. It is what it is. Just acceptance is a big part of it too. Just accept what is. What's already happened is already happened. You can't change it. Done. So you can either grow from it and ascend from it and become more from it, or you can let it define you, and you can let it weigh you down, and you can let all those things, interfere with your happiness. So the choice is yours. I say let them go. Life's too short. Great topic. Thank you.